is presented by Benjamina Mia Casino, licensed real estate professional since 2008. License number S01669991 LLC. Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate? From city view lofts, high-rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity. It's a lunch hour in Vegas, and we're on the dot with Dot and Mia here on PHLV Radio.
Hello, everyone. I am Mia Casino. As you can see, I am not on the dot. I am not Dot, but we are on the dot. And my partner here is where are you, Dot?
Hello, I'm Dot, and I'm somewhere else. As you can see, I'm in front of some bookshelves. And welcome to On the Dot. Yay, this is our 28th episode, I think.
Yes.
Yes. So, Mia, how does it feel being there all by yourself? In front of, with Kuya Yo.
Your seat, yes. I'm on the seat, on the dot seat.
Yes, you're on the hot seat.
Yes.
All right. So, what's for us today, Mia?
Well, last week we were talking about holistic medicine. Today we're going to talk about something very different, very interesting. I met this lady in her launch, and I was very impressed with her. So she has a program, and we'll talk about it later after I read the letter from Karina. So it's interrelated with her project, which is very interesting. So our topic for today, our title is restomatchmaking.com, connecting the hospitality industry virtually. Nice. So her project really is about, she created an ad, a virtual platform that connects the restaurants and, small businesses by connecting them virtually. Parang it's like a match.com, but it's for restaurants and small businesses, connecting them together. So very interesting. Yeah. So that's it. So our letter sender has this similar problem, and I think it's the answer to her problem.
Okay. Yes. Our letter sender is Karine, did you say?
Karina. And she has a small restaurant business. It's a startup business, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So our letter sender, so I'm going to read the letter. Dear Dot and Mia, I'm writing to ask if you can help me with a small business. My husband lost his job in view of the pandemic, and we are in a situation where I need to do my part in helping find means to support our growing family. The only way I may be able to contribute in being able to pay our bills and by continuing to send our daughter to college is by cooking for some friends and their referrals. Thank God for positive word of mouth. More people are ordering food from me, especially with a good feedback about how dishes are very much appreciated. Although I have a growing number of orders, I'm finding and limiting my orders as I only have 4 burner stoves and a very small oven. I have been wanting to accept more orders to be able to generate more income for a better financial position for the family. I was wondering, Dot and Mia, is there a way you can help me find a way to achieve my goals of being able to find a commercial kitchen that is affordable and maybe can accommodate a per hour basis and a few days a week, only since I am a very small start-up food business. I'm not yet in the position to rent on a monthly basis because my profits will be eaten up with the rental fees. Please help me because it would truly help me grow my business in a way that I can only afford until such time my business is more stable. Thank you, Dot and Mia. Needing your help, Karina.
Yay, Karine. Actually, Mia found an answer to your question. She's the one helping you right now because she is linking us with our guest. So,
Yes, yes.
Karina, you would be interested to know what this guest has in store for you.
Yes, yes.
And Mia is going to introduce her.
Yes. So basically, we've been, the past episodes, we've been having guests and we haven't been having letters. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So, this is how we started the program. We had letters and we've been having Dot do life coaches. So, that's how we started. So, we're back to having letters again just for this
Mm-hmm.
episode, and hopefully our guest would be able to help with this with her situation, with Karina's situation. So anyway, our guest, as I said, I went to her launch. She's originally from India and has been in Las Vegas for 6 years already. She's 24 years old. Very young,
Wow.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she is pursuing a dual master's in information systems and hospitality management in UNLV, and worked at some of the most luxurious hotels in the nation, such as Four Seasons, Mandarin Oriental, Aman Rosewood, etc. With the help of the UNLV Hospitality College, Lee Business Schools, and Blackfire Innovation, she has created this matchmaking platform that connects food and beverage communities around the nation through her platform online. Currently, her product is being tested by her early users in the Las Vegas market. Founder and woman behind Udacio, Miss Shivangi Kurania.
Hey,
Yay! Welcome,
welcome.
Shivangi.
Welcome, Shivangi. Let me see. First of all, how did you manage to go through all the luxurious hotels and casinos and restaurants in just what? In less than how many years that you have been here?
6 years.
Are you saying there you did this all in? Okay, go ahead.
Let me.
Impress me.
Oh, well, there's a little more to top it off, but um, I started my career as I've worked in about, I would say, 7 different businesses as intern or as a job
Oh,
throughout
that's how you did it.
in about 4.5 years. So I would use my summer breaks, my winter breaks, and I would work during school to get experience. I first didn't know what part of the industry I was interested in. So I was like, well, I'm going to try each and every department. I started working as a housekeeper at a Hilton hotel. Then I went to work at Yellowstone National Park, and I worked in their restaurant as a host, and then I also helped them with dishwashing. I came back and I was very intrigued with luxury hotels and hospitality. So I started working for Mandarin Oriental in Las Vegas, and I worked in their pool and cafe. Right after that, I worked for a small company called Bonotel. Right after that, I went to White Lodging and worked in Austin, Texas for a Marriott hotel in hotel ops and food and beverage for my winter break. Came back and started working for Four Seasons the day after in the human resources department. And the day after, I actually flew in the Hamptons in New York, worked for a luxury hotel during the summertime, and I was a housekeeping supervisor. I worked in the concierge service and helped them with front desk as they needed. And came back. I led an organization at the university and then I revived it to be I can proudly say now it's one of a very successful organization that's still being run and alive after I left. And right after that, I worked as a housekeeping supervisor for Amangiri. It is an off the beaten path luxury hotel in Utah. And lastly, I ended up working and opening a Rosewood Hotel in Montecito, Santa Barbara. And I opened as an assistant manager for housekeeping. And that is kind of my hospitality career and my experience that I gained in about 4.5 years of me going to school and getting working, learning. Yeah.
Truly, truly impressive, Shivangi. Very impressive. It seems like did you ever take a rest between all those stints that you have?
A few days. So I would like make, a few stops at my family's house in Houston, Texas. They love me. It's a
Uh-huh.
family that live there, and they have two daughters, and my cousins are like,
Uh-huh.
they have kids. So I would go there for like a weekend, spend some time with them. And then when I was working at these amazing hotels in different cities, I would use my day off to be and act like a tourist and learn all about the city, eat delicious food.
Mm.
Why
Meet
were you moving cities and states?
I'm sorry.
Why were you moving cities and states? Was that part of the training or?
Well, I just wanted to like learn
Oh,
all about the
okay.
different cities that are in United States because I came from India, and for me, like I
Mm.
wanted to live in a city for like an elongated period of time so that I can like learn all about their culture and meet the
Mm.
people and the food and all of those things. And I was just always very intrigued by getting multiple different types of experiences. And the way for me to really do it was to find all these internships and opportunities to not only grow my career, but also learn about how amazing this country is and what it has to offer. So, yeah.
So it was by
Yes,
choice. Yeah.
and that makes you really an expert
Yeah.
when it comes to the hospitality industry, not just in terms of the length of time that you've been staying in the US, but because of the variety of places you've been in and the experiences really immersing yourself in the hospitality industry. So, earlier, before we went on air, you were telling us, Mia asked you about the meaning of Udacio, and that was a very interesting answer you gave. Would you like to, kindly repeat the story for the benefit of our viewers and listeners? It's very interesting.
Yeah. So, your question to me was, what does the name of my venture mean? So,
Yes, Udacio.
it's called Udasso. And growing up, I grew up in a very traditional Indian family, and I just observed a lot of different cultural things that were happening around me and how there were like a lot of barriers that were created for women. And I was raised by my mom and dad, but more importantly, my grandma, who really instilled all the values in me growing up. And I always learned from her that regardless of how the society views me, I am a strong person that can accomplish and achieve anything I want to achieve with my willpower. And when the opportunity came, it was 10th grade. My grandma was like, "You have to take this opportunity and go to United States and study and get the experience you need to be independent and be a businesswoman." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was experiencing a lot of different Indian cultural barriers and a lot of different things, and I understood where she was coming from, and the intensity of her words just kept going higher and higher as I started growing. And for me, I always felt like I was holding her torch forward and
Mm.
making it possible for her. And I was doing what she always wanted to do in her life. So when I came up with this concept, I wanted to come up with a unique name. And her name is Sudesh. The word Udesh in it means one who conquers. And after I coined the name Udasso, I was like, well, the one who conquers, and the entire concept is based on resource utilization. So it will be conquering through community because the community has a lot of resources to offer, whether it be unused or uncreated. And if it's all on a platform and a matchmaking platform where people can find their missing piece, they're conquering through community and growing. So the meaning of Udacio is conquering through community. And later on, to top it all off, I found out that my grandma was called Desso by her grandparents. So it has
Oh,
well-rounded meaning to it. And yeah.
so Deso means well-rounded.
Desso means conquering through community.
I mean the Deso only. What about the Deso?
Desso doesn't have a meaning. It's just
Okay.
The name.
All righty.
my grandma's grandparents would call her and they would be like, oh, Desso, like that was like her nickname.
Ah, all righty. All righty. Yay. So going back to your platform, your business platform, which Mia really found very interesting. How did you come up with this innovative idea of matching what one business has with what another business has? How did you give birth to that idea? I'm interested in that
The reason.
gem of creativity,
Yes. So it actually it started because of my friend. He used to work at a fine dining restaurant here in town, and he's an amazing chef. Really, like he makes really good product and cooks really well. So he was doing these underground pop-ups at his apartment, and he would invite me to be his guinea pig in January of 2020. And I would just be doing homework and he'd be cooking and I'd be tasting all the food and we would critique it and, just have fun with it. And one of the times I was at his apartment, he started telling me about all the challenges he was facing in finding a space to do his pop-ups. And I asked him why he was doing it at his apartment. And he was just telling me about all the challenges he had in terms of figuring out how to even start a business, the permits and the licensing that's needed. And also about how he was having trouble finding the perfect location for him, whether it be short-term or long-term. And I took that challenge and then pain point to my group for my e-commerce class, and we worked on a project which gave birth to the very, very initial birth of the concept. And my group and I ended up creating a business-to-consumer site where you can just go and rent a commercial kitchen, very similar to Airbnb. I knew there was something more to it after the semester ended. So I spent my 3 months interviewing over 60 professionals, business owners in the food and beverage industry. And it was just me cold calling like 70 to 100 businesses every day. And from those businesses, about 6 or 7 would respond. And from those, about 3 would agree to interview with me and talk with me for an hour and talk about all their challenges and their passion. And over the period of time, I realized that there's something to it, and there's these challenges that local food and beverage business owners are facing. And from an outsider's perspective, I just thought that there can be a solution to this that serves the community and helps them mitigate those risks. So I would just stay up at night, and I had a whiteboard, and I would draw these concepts and figure out, how are these moving pieces going to work? So I ended up creating, which is now Udacio, a matchmaking platform that connects business owners that have underutilized resources. So whether it's a restaurant that's only open for 5 days a week, it's closed for 2 days, or whether it's another food and beverage or commercial venue that has space that's being underutilized during their hour of operation. So they can post their site and their product or their space on one side of the platform and tell all about the equipment, features that they have in their story along with their pictures. And on the other side of the matchmaking platform are local business owners that want to grow. So business owners that are already well established, that just want to test out new locations and grow and find a new location for 6 months or 3 months, or an up and coming business owner that just wants to test their concept for less financial risk and less overall risk so they can really enjoy what they're doing. So
really? Yeah.
go inside the platform and you can search and go through filters, find your perfect match. You can say, well, I'm looking for a casual restaurant that's open on these days or is offering their resources on these days. that are looking for these specific types of partnerships, or they're looking for pop-ups, or are they looking for establishment rental after their hours of operation, whatever that might be. It's a very simple platform that just connects local businesses together so they can share resources. And that's how it was born. And one additional thing we're doing along with that is we're creating a resource platform to help mitigate some of the challenges that people would face while partnering together. So like insurance help, business licensing help, cheaper and less expensive permits that are offered by local organizations like Nevada Restaurant Association. So we have local resource partners, as I said, Nevada Restaurant Association, who's offering ServeSafe manager cards and TAM cards for about more than 60% discount for my members, so that local businesses can cut those costs and use, what organizations have to offer, along with the Small Business Development Center, Black Fire Innovation. And currently I am in the talk with the city of Las Vegas to get them to be a resource partner for me. So
Hey, wow.
That's just like the evolution of how this is going.
Are you working alone, or do you have partners with you?
So I'm working alone. I'm working with the school and really developing this idea, going through the beta to understand, what's working, what's not working, and in the process of structuring the business and the future business, and finding the right business partner that leverage my opportunity and further present to make this.
Okay, so I want to ask Mia. Mia, what struck you about Shivangi when you first met her? Because you were so excited to tell me about her and to get her onto the show. So what one or two things that struck you about her and her business?
Well, basically, our topic for this month is amazing possibilities. And what amazed me with Shivangi was her passion and her drive to succeed and to achieve her goal, and the possibility. Who would have thought of this concept, right? Yeah. So the brilliance and the passion to achieve the goal. So she's perfect for our topic, especially and for the topic for the month. And I was just really, and I'm a graduate of hotel and restaurant administration too. So I know the problems behind the industry, and I just saw the brilliance in the idea.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So
see, the brilliance works, right?
Yes.
It's shining. It's really brilliant because we can see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's very timely too, because she thought of it in the time of the pandemic, and a lot of people lost their jobs, and a lot went into businesses, and I think it's really helpful for the people, and the industry in general.
Right. So if our letter sender, Karina, if she's listening and she wants to join your company, Shivangi, what is the first thing she would do?
Oh, so she can really just contact me, and I'm sure you guys can share my contact with her. But on Instagram, she can find us on Udacio community. It's one word. So it's ESO community. And just follow us and message me. And because I am still in the process of research and development of this actual product, I mean, the initial product is very functional, but right now I'm still in the research development phases of it. What I am giving back to the community members as I do it is I want to offer them a free lifetime membership to the very basic subscription, which would give them access to all the resources that I'm partnering with and the app, so that they can grow their business in turn of their support that they're going to provide to me in my early stage. So if she wants to connect with me, I'd be more than happy to learn more about what she does and find her some of the partners that I already have. I have a few local partners who have their space profiles on Udacio, and are looking for people to utilize their resources. So if she can just contact us through the contact that you're going to share, or just through Instagram, I'd be more than happy
And if a
to
person
if possible.
has no Instagram, then is this an app that you have developed?
Yes, so it is an app. They can
Mhm.
go to app.udaso.io and
Okay.
sign up as a user, create a profile, and I will find their email and I can contact them and engage with them more over there. Or
Hmm.
they can email me at info@udaso.io and I will reach back out to them.
There
And
you go. Yeah. This is a good time for a break right now because it's half past the hour, and I'd like to honor our sponsor, Benjamina Casino, a realtor with integrity. So we'll be right back, dear listeners and friends. We'll be right back with Shivangi after this break.
Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate? From city view lofts, high rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity.
And we are back. And for those who are interested, we'll be putting the app link on air later. It's http://app.udeso.io / right? Shivangi? Yes.
Yes,
All right.
I was muted. Sorry about that. So, yes, so they know how to contact you and how to continue a relationship, perhaps establish a relationship with you. Is this a business? Do you need a license to do this? Business license to continue this?
yes, so once I'm done with my research and development, and once I really start charging people for the services, which would make it a business, that's when I would just need like a general business license to continue and commence the business. Yeah, it's as easy as that.
How long do you think will it take you to complete the whole thing?
Just actually a few months. So I am planning on running my beta for the continued research and development of the actual product for the next 3 months. And this is really going to be the time for me to understand what works, what doesn't work, with the help of UNLV and Blackfire. And these upcoming 3 months of the summer break are going to be the time where we tie all the ends together and launch this baby.
Mm-hmm. So that means you're also working on the IT side of it, not just the front side of it, the business platform, but the IT as well. So you need to be present all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like, so don't you need a partner for that? Like if anything happens to you, you need to have the business, going on.
Logistics.
Yeah.
No, definitely. And I currently have some support, and these 3 months are also dedicated in finding the right entrepreneurs and the right
Yes.
team that is going to help me moving my operations forward, my marketing forward, my financial side of the business forward. And I'm really just looking for serial entrepreneurs or like individuals that are experts in their field that
Mm-hmm.
in my vision as much as I do and can see it and are wanting to make a difference in the industry. So I'm on the lookout. So if there's somebody that's listening to this thinking that this might be a perfect fit, please reach out to me.
Yes, maybe Mia's sister can join, right?
Yeah, I that's actually how I met Shivangi, through my
Ah, okay.
sister, through the launching. Yes, my sister and my nephew, Mike
Vegas
Villanueva.
pancit.
Yes, Vegas Pancit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She is so sweet. I actually met with her we had a phone call a few days ago, and we were just talking all about her journey and where she started and what she's doing now. I can't wait to try her product. It doesn't only look delicious, but I've heard great things about it from the foodies of the community. So I am
Mm.
very excited to try
Hmm.
her pancit.
Yes, yes. She's she looks good. I mean, her food looks good and tastes good. I'm sure she does too. What do you think of that, Mia? Oh my
Yes, yes.
goodness. It's going to
And
slip.
you know what? Actually, when I was a stay-at-home mom, part of my I guess my side business was to make cheesecakes, and the cassava cake. So I was supplying to Filipino stores on the side, and it was doing good until somebody told me you have to have a permit to do that. And
Right.
yeah, so I said, oh no, it wouldn't be. It was too costly to begin with, and I also had the just the residential oven. So I didn't know where to start. So I think Shivangi's idea is like a one-stop shop too, like where
Mm-hmm.
to go. And you know if it flourished, because I had the background anyway to start the business, it would have been bigger. I could have started a bake shop if I knew where to go then. I wouldn't have been a realtor. I would have started a bake shop if I knew
True.
what to do. Yeah.
And
So,
I think
So does this mean that every member of your community, Shivangi, must primarily be licensed by the state to operate a business before joining you?
for the food business, I think, yeah.
yes, but later down the process, one thing that we are doing is creating a vetting process, and that is really for not only the space owners to make sure that they have the the right space and that their space has the right grade that has been offered to them, so that we're creating a trustworthy community. But also on the other side, for business owners that don't have the business license yet, we want to encourage them to reach out to us so that we can share our resources with them to get them
Oh, that's
also.
interesting.
Right.
That
And
is very good.
because a lot of times what I realized was a lot of business owners don't know where to start. They don't
Yeah.
know where to get
Correct.
those licensing or
Right.
where to get them set up, or even if they would just want to test a concept, they don't know that there are partners and opportunities available outside that would let you piggyback on their licensing and only have you have your insurance so that you can
Right.
cover any sort of liability that's out there to test your concept. And it all begins with just initiating that relationship with that business owner that has those resources and seeing if they would be a perfect match or potential match for you. And things could be done in a very less costly way if
Hmm.
resources are present in front. So we want to encourage up and coming chefs and creatives to reach out to us so that we can help them get all set up so they can give their career a go.
So it's mostly food, right? Yeah, food,
Hospitality. Yeah.
beverage. What about so what I'm thinking of, for example, in matchmaking apps, like farmersonly.com or match.com. So after they match, they get married or not. So what's the end goal for your members who match up? After that, do they invite you? Do they still pay dues to you? Do they go off on their own way and then, not involve you anymore, or what?
So that is a very good question. And the way I look at it is still like the dating analogy to your
Uh-huh.
part of what you had said. And it's almost like, let's say I'm a chef and I find a space on Udacio. I would message them. I would go on my first date with them.
Yes.
They'll match. I'll go see their space. They will learn all about me. We'll see their, if you're a good match, we'll meet a few times to make sure that I have the right business licensing permits and so forth. Let's say I initiate a partnership and now I am using a pizza shop in the mornings to have my bake shop and host and partner up with another beverage company so that we can have a small like pop-up cafe for 3 months in a location in Las Vegas. And let's say like it's really successful and now I have the funds and resources to really go about getting my own little bake shop and pursuing my venture, or expanding my locations because everything's working out with this pizza shop. So beyond just matchmaking, as I'd mentioned, we also offer resources that are for lower prices and or for free of cost, which is going to be the factor that's going to keep business owners on the platform. And we're also developing like a marketing extension that would help business owners market the location of their business in real time. So if you're a business owner that's only having your business in one location for 6 months at a time, it's very challenging sometimes to reach audiences on social media when it's scattered. So there are a few different things that we're adding to this platform that are going to be the key to keep the customers and the people in the community on one platform so that they can keep utilizing the resources as they go. But sometimes, some people would be like, well, this was my exact purpose, it's fulfilled, and I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And that's okay too. It's really just a resource central created to help the community. So as long as that's happening, I think.
Yeah, right. So let me go back to you. You, the woman, the person. How do you motivate yourself every day? Because we're talking about amazing possibilities, right? The different possibilities. You could have been a pilot, you could have been in the army, or you could have worked in the landscaping industry, but you chose this one. So how do you motivate yourself each day? What sort of mind do you have? What beliefs do you have about yourself that put you out like that?
I think the biggest thing is all my supporters, from my family, my friends, the people at the university, the local community. They really believe in what I'm developing. And I see that this is something that could really impact their careers and their goals. And every day when I wake up, I just remember how much support I get and how grateful I am for that support and how much belief all these people have in me, because they've had decades of the experience in the industry or related industry around the industry I'm working in. I don't know. I mean, that's really just what drives me is the support.
Are you always positive? Are you always so upbeat and yay, sunshiny bright?
Well, I do have my days, and more often than not, and my friends and people who are around me, they really, I'm lucky to have found people that don't judge me.
Yes.
And they know that it is okay to feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I have my days, but then my friends and the other people that are around me, they remind me that it's okay to feel that way. And then the next day or the next moment is really going to be that, it's going to change around. And
yeah, nice.
Just kind of using the low moments as a vehicle for me to go back up there and fight through it to still keep.
I like that. Could you repeat that? That is so important. You like to use the low moments as a vehicle to
bring me up and
yes,
to move me forward, because there's the light at the end of the tunnel, and the tunnel is not always going to be bright and happy. And I believe that the lowest moments are usually what drive me. I know I can get past it, and I can keep moving forward. And even though right now it seems like everything's falling apart, I need to still keep going, and the right people and the resources are going to come together to make this happen or help me get out of it. And it always happens that way. So that's just how I roll.
Like a how do you say it? Trajectory?
What's that?
Like the trajectory, the low point.
Yes. Yeah. Nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
That is like our T-shirt saying for the University of the Philippines. Yeah. By the way, this program is also brought to you in cooperation with the University of the Philippines Alumni Association in Nevada. Nowhere to go but up. That's
Yes.
many
Oh,
of us. Yeah, that's what many of us are saying,
That's
yeah.
our
I mean,
which is like
university,
good.
Shivangi. Both of us are from the
Yeah.
University of the
oh
Philippines. Yes,
wow.
yeah.
Oh, what were
Mm-hmm.
the odds? This is yeah. I mean, I believe that, and my uncle is the one who really taught me that. And this the mindset
Mm-hmm.
that
The mindset,
I
yes.
think that's what's very important, and I try to remember that every day because, as I said, um, every day is a roller coaster. So the morning starts and the sun is bright and the flowers are blooming, but then throughout the day, sometimes it goes in the very low lows, and it just is that roller coaster. I think that's what makes it fun.
Yes, yes. I was thinking of the same thing about the roller coaster. I think about 2 weeks ago. The roller coaster, so it goes up and down, it speeds up and slows down, and it probably twirls around and goes in different ways. And but the thing about the roller coaster is it has a very, very strong and secure foundation. See? So when we go on a roller coaster, it's not just about the experience up there, but it's the trust we have on the foundation down there. That's something people forget. Sometimes we just get discouraged by the roller coaster experiences of life, but what we're forgetting is the stability of the foundation of the roller coaster. And so, yeah, why not?
And
It comes from the family and it comes from the friends and the supporters that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so important to keep people who have like-minded mindset around you
Mm-hmm.
as you grow, because that's really the foundation. I think, like, if I didn't
That
have
is the foundation. Yes.
to
Strong and stable.
And also,
Mm-hmm.
I was chatting with my friend yesterday, and we were talking about, inverting our names. And my name is Mia, and I've always loved my name. But if you spell it backwards, it's AIM. And it's,
Aim.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Mm-hmm.
I loved my name even more because
Oh,
it's very
nice,
positive, huh?
nice,
Yeah. So,
nice.
yeah.
Speaking of names, what does your name mean, Shivangi?
So there is a god in the Hindu culture. His name is Shiva.
Shiva,
Mm.
yes.
He's known to be the god of all the gods. And
Mm-hmm.
um, so the first part of the name is Shiv, which is his name. That's, we call him Shiv. That's the nickname.
Yeah.
And Ang means body in Hindi. So it means my name really means Shivangi, which is Shiva's body, and then the I at the end is to make it girly. So yeah, it's
Oh, okay. Like it's like Shiva, Shiv in a body. That's the
yeah,
way I see it. Like Shiv incarnated. Ooh, wow.
God.
Yeah. My name is Dot is in the here and now of the infinity. That's Dot. But Dorothy means gift of God. And Lenore means light. So does that make me sound like a goddess?
well, goddesses and
Aren't we all? With infinite possibilities. Right.
yeah.
Do we have questions from the website or from Facebook? Oh, look at this. Let me see. Um let's see. Kuya Rex is watching from the Rainbow of Love. Keep it on the way, Miss Dot and Miss Mia. Michelle is saying hi. Louis Roa is saying hello from Oregon. And yeah, hello everybody
Oh,
watching
Dot.
us.
I want to do a shout out to Benjamin Galia. You know him? Benjamin
Benjamin,
Galia is your godson, I heard. Such a small world. From Tata? Tata?
I don't understand. From where?
He's your godson, Benjamin Galia, from the Philippines. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
hmm.
Anyways, he said hi to you
Okay,
last
hi.
night.
All right. I have to remember all these people who
Yes.
are connected with me and I haven't been connecting with for a long time. Going on, before we leave the room, before we leave our show, what is your inspiring message? You're a very inspiring person, Shivangi. for someone so young. And I'm even tempted to say that I can see you growing as big as Facebook or as big as Instagram in terms of, your success. So what's your message for young people like you in the age of the pandemic?
That's that is a very tough question, but what I would say, like one thing that always comes to my mind when I am like set on a project is the saying like, like you only like live once, so you just kind of like do it. There was this saying, I can't remember, but it's kind of just about don't give up, and like you only live once. You have to just kind of keep going and keep facing your fears and just do what you have to do, so that one day when you look back, you don't regret that you didn't make that one choice or that step. And that's my message, I would say, because I think there's the resources and support that's out there to help you grow in any way possible. So just keep doing you and stay happy.
YOLO.
I love that. I love that. Yes. Mia?
YOLO. You only live once. There's
You
a
only live
comment.
once?
Yes, we have a comment from the website. The concept of collaboration is amazing, especially when using technology, from Tony of Las Vegas. And thank you for such an inspiring story from Mike. Nice.
Nice. You see, you are inspiring people. And I really love the message of your project, Shivangi, Shiv. I really love it because it's more on collaboration than competition.
Yes. Yeah.
It's using the resources together, pulling resources from everywhere, and it's not a culture of taking, but it's a culture of giving.
Yeah.
Giving and sharing, which is exactly what we need. We have the idea of taking it's coming from mentality of lack or poverty, a poverty mentality. So I don't have it, let me take that away from you. But this one is coming from a mentality of abundance, an abundance mindset. So I have, and let me share that with you. You have, and I am willing to share what you have, and bring it into my business. So this is why I feel it's going to work very well, because you're coming from that space of collaboration, cooperation, joining, instead of separation.
Sharing, yes.
I do have something to say. So there's this book. It's called The Go Giver, and my mentor.
The Gold Giver.
The Go Giver. So it is the power of giving.
Okay.
It's the message of the book, but it has these 5 rules, and I think my mentor gave it to me, and one of the things it has to say, which always sticks with me, is your value is really defined by how much you give in value rather than you take in value. But it's important to be willing to receive when you are giving, because and that book is just very inspiring, and I think that it has helped me make my mindset stronger.
Yes.
Go. So that is the book. If you want to read the book, it's The Go Giver.
Is it Gold Giver? Gold Giver or Goal Giving?
Go Giving. So GOGIVER. Go Giver.
Oh,
Goal Giver.
Oh, I thought it's a word play with a gold digger. The gold digger.
It sounds the same.
Versus with a gold
more positive
giver.
So we have a question, which is also my question actually. Is it free to join Udacio, and is this only open to businesses in the United States? My question was, is it just local in Nevada, or is it open for other states?
So if you're a business wanting to test your concept in Nevada, it's open, but our goal is to be nationwide. So after these few months of testing and making the product where it needs to be, our goal is to be nationwide. So yeah, it's free to join right now. if you create a complete profile and engage in making, helping build this community with us and create a partnership, which in your case, if you're in a different city, I understand that the partnership would not be able to be created in the 90 days, but please reach out to us and we will make it happen and include you as a part of the community as we grow, if you are located outside Nevada. But we do welcome everybody from the different states.
But
That
not
is so amazing.
not globally yet.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Not yet.
Remember the yet. It's not a no never. It's just a not yet. Or
Not
not
yet.
now.
You
Yes.
remember
We never
you
say
remember
yeah.
Udacio and what it means.
Desso. Yes. Remember it's not. Remember the importance of the yet.
Yet, yes.
The yet is not a never. Yeah. All righty. So this is so enriching for me as well as for our listeners, our viewers, because it's a novel idea.
Mm-hmm.
It's brand new. It's brilliant, innovative. Maybe you're gonna take that to Shark Tank. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that show?
Shark Tank, yeah.
Shark Tank. But then again, not yet. Not yet. Develop it to the best of your ability, and we're here for you. And we're so super proud because
Yes.
this is the end part of May, which is Asian Pacific Awareness Month. And in response to Asian hate or whatever kind of hatred there is in the world, we just want to respond with love, love and sharing and joining, which is what we're doing on this show, On the Dot. We just want to respond to all the chaos in the world with joy and sharing and goodness from our hearts. Yeah. All righty. Anything else, Mia? Are we forgetting something?
No, I would like to thank you, Shivangi, for your brilliance and your passion.
No,
And
thank you.
Brilliance and passion.
sharing that passion with us and our
Nice,
listeners.
nice.
The
Yes.
opportunity to do this today and be a part of you guys and share what I'm doing. It's an honor, and thank you so much for your time, and thank you for supporting me in this venture and the journey. It means a lot, and
Yeah.
I look forward. Oh,
I give you a heart and a happy face.
There you go.
Yes.
So thank you so much. It is
Thank you.
Our
honor
pleasure.
to be a part of this.
Yes. And thank you to your grandma for bringing you here.
We saw
Yes.
what your grandma saw.
Yeah, she is. She is
Nice,
precious.
nice. All right. Okay, darling. Mia, so what's our takeaway?
My closing
Closing.
quote actually is very, very apt. It's from Napoleon Hill, and it is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. Ha.
Oh, wow. You can succeed best and quickest by helping others succeed. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Because the love you give is the love you receive. I
Which
should
is
go back to
what
that
Shivangi
closing.
is doing.
Yay. Thank you, everybody,
See you
for
everybody
being with
next
us.
week. On the dot.
On the dot. See you next week. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.
Heading to Las Vegas? Thinking of buying, selling, or investing in real estate? From city view lofts, high rises, lakefront villas, mountain view homes, and all types of residential properties Vegas has to offer. Follow Mia to the road of your dreams to home ownership. Call 702-281-9063 or visit www.benjaminamiacasino.com. Mia is also on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. With Mia Casino, you can be sure you get real estate with integrity.